Hello, 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 my MA friends. What's the weather like these days where you are? Is it getting really cold like it is getting in here in Korea? Or is it the opposite and getting extremely hot? Well, whatever the weather's like, I hope that you're having a great day for you guys. And I've mentioned this before, but they say it's gonna get really, really chilling, freezing, ice, sub-zero degree cold here in Korea this week. And the temperatures are expected to drop to the negatives and it'll start to snow. And the wind chill factor might make it feel like it's even colder. And everything will freeze up, just like we're living in a frozen kingdom. But, you know what? The cold weather might be difficult to bear if we're living alone in that frozen kingdom. But I have my Royal Pirates members and all of you guys that I was able to meet through this show. So because of you guys, I think I'll be able to spend a warmer, more beautiful weather. Well, it's because of all the positive energy that you guys are sending my way. Thanks, guys. I love you. Our first song on Tuesday, December 2nd was What You Know by the Two Door Cinema Club. Hello, MA friends. I'm James from the Royal Pirates, filling in for Aaron of New East while he's away on his tour. And apparently Aaron had a slight change in his European schedule, so this was supposed to be my last day, but I may be back tomorrow, or I may not, or I may be, or I might not, but make sure you tune in to find out, okay? The first hour will be pretty much the same as yesterday with Who Am I Part 2 and AA Music Quiz. And in the second hour, Jane will be coming into the studio for our dating advice corner, Jane and James's Sum. So here's how you can listen to Music Access with James of Royal Pirates and how you can participate. You can download the Arirang radio or TuneIn radio app on your smartphones, and you can also send us messages through the app using the comment function. You can also listen to us by visiting our website www.arirangradio.com/music access and leave your messages there on our message board. You can also see our broadcast in real time. And another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. So, we talked about a lot of different ways you can tune in to us, and if there's a song that you would like to hear during the program, you can send in your song request as well. Just remember to write request on your title and tell us a little bit about why you want to hear the song. And I'll try hard to introduce as many messages from you guys as I can during this show. Alright, we'll come back with the song. We'll come back right after a song for message time. Up next we've got Corinne Bailey Rae's Closer. The song you just heard was Closer by Corinne Bailey Rae. Now it's time to listen to your messages with message time. Alrighty. Our first message here is from Angel from the USA. Angel says, "Hey there, James. It's cold here in Missouri. It's like 20 degrees. Wow. It's 11 p.m. here and it's just cold. Wish it was summer already." It's December already? You want it? Alright, well. Since you guys have snow, you guys should have a snow fight and post pics up on Instagram. Have a good one, brother. Well, thank you. Thank you for sending in your message, Angel. 20 degrees. That's Fahrenheit, right? Well, here it was this morning, it was negative something. It was crazy cold this morning, but I wore a mask out. And actually 2 years ago, it was the first time I was in Korea with seeing snowfall. So I made a snowman and I posted a picture up before, but it took me about 2 hours, but it only came up to my knee. So it was the most pathetic snowman that you'll ever see in your life. But if you're interested in seeing that, go ahead and check that out. Well, thanks for the love. Darcy Ann from the USA says, "안녕, James. 행복 화요일, happy Tuesday." That means hello, James, happy Tuesday. I am in upstate New York, and we are in the throes of winter, so 'tis the season to be freezing. We recently had a snowstorm, or snow that lasted on and off for 2 days. Thankfully, I was off from work due to the Thanksgiving holiday and didn't have to go outside. I hope it goes back up in temperature. 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 Celsius would be a heat wave. Well, yeah, it's freezing here, right? And I've only been to New York once, but I used to work at an ice cream store, and I would go in the freezer sometimes because it was too hot, but then it would get too cold, so I would get sick a lot. But I don't know why I brought that up. Anyway, Thank you for sending your message. Carolina Miki Sugimoto from Brazil says, "Hello, James, Soon, and Moon. I'm a fan of you guys. My friend Nana is a huge fan of yours, and her cat's name is Moon." But anyway, I want to ask you guys, since Christmas is getting closer and closer, can each of you share? Oh, can you share the most memorable Christmas you have? Also, can you sing a piece of Haru, pretty please? Thanks, guys. Kisses and love from Brazil. Um, First of all, why is everybody's cat's name Moon? Everybody names their animals Moon. Why not James? I think James is a good name. Huh? Well, that's actually a good cat name, though. I'm gonna be honest. And the most memorable Christmas ever since I've been in Korea, I spent every Christmas with Kevin from UKISS. I go to his house and I eat with his family, and that's my Christmas. So I guess that'd be the most memorable. And in America, I would watch a movie. But piece of Haru, I'm not the singer in the band, but the hook goes. Hopefully that does it for you. I don't think it did, but sorry about that. Herlin Chua from Malaysia says, DJ James's last day on Music Access, but it's not. It might not be my last day. So just to let you know, there's a possibility that I come. It depends if we work things out. Okay. Hey James and the MA family, did you enjoy hosting Music Access so far? Feel like you're doing great now, and I wish you can have your own broadcast in the future. Enjoy your broadcast, bro. Stay warm, James. Okay, thank you so much. And like I said, this may or may not be, but yeah, hopefully I can come back here. I'm really enjoying my time here, and yeah, my own broadcast that'd be awesome someday. How about that? Okay. Well, thanks so much everyone for sending in your messages. Let's listen to a song before we come back with Who Am I, Part 2. So next up is Latch by Disclosure featuring Sam Smith. Oh, baby, I want to know you. It's strange. We might be meeting for the first time. I don't know how much I want to know. But there's only one reason, your family. So let everyone who is curious know more about you. Introducing our Music Access family members. Who am I? Who am I Part 2? Well, I'm sure a lot of our MA family members will be really happy to hear that this corner has made a comeback, and it's corner to find out more about our Music Access family members, and of course, it'll help me find out more about you guys. So, that's why we've brought back this corner. All you need to do is send me messages telling me about yourselves, okay? Your name, your age, what you do, your nickname, your family relations, everything about you, okay? What you like, what you hate, what you're into these days, etc. And you can talk to me just like you're talking to your friend. And don't forget to write Who Am I on the title when you send in your messages to our message board. And if you want to send me your messages for Who Am I Part 2, all you need to do is write Who Am I on your title and send it to me on the message board at www.arirangradio.com/music access or through your smartphone application. Alrighty, let's listen to our first Who Am I Part 2 message from Brenda, who's messaging us from the States, USA. Hello, James. My name is Brenda. I'm 24 years old, and I live in Southern California. Yes, SoCal love. I'm currently studying to be a professional translator and getting further education to be an early education teacher. I don't have a nickname, but my friends call me Bren. That would be your nickname then, right? Bren. Well, my family consists of my mom and 2 younger sisters. I enjoy painting with watercolor paints, listening to music in many different languages, eating sushi, eating pizza, playing with my 2 cats, Darko and Archie, which are awesome names, and I also enjoy riding my bike while I listen to music and going to the beach. I love rainy days. I don't like tomatoes, kiwis, mayonnaise, or mushrooms. It's very specific. And apparently you only don't like certain types of foods. And I also don't like Moon. I don't like Moon because he's gross. He's too gross and greasy. I'm kidding. I'm glad that you're kidding. He's not that greasy, but I like him, but just not as much as you. Aw, you sweetie. Have a great day, James. Lots of love from California. I like you already, Brenda. First of all, your cat's not named Moon, and that makes me feel really good. But I like sushi. I like pizza. We like a lot of the same things. That's cool. I don't like rainy days, though, but you don't. I like all the foods you don't like, but I also like Moon. But thank you for sending in your message from SoCal. It's good to hear from somebody back home. And thanks so much, Brenda, for sending this message. I hope you keep listening to Music Access and send us lots more. Okay, we're gonna listen to a song before we come back with our second Who Am I message. Up next is requested by Asia from Bulgaria, Bruno Mars with the hit Treasure. That funky song you just heard was Treasure by Bruno Mars. And I don't know if you've seen the music video, but it's so retro and it's so good. Anyway, it's time for our MA family to express everything about themselves with Who Am I Part 2. Now we have messages coming on our message board right now, so let's listen to a couple more. Alana from Brazil says, "Hey James, you look really handsome today. Actually, in parentheses, she said, actually, you always look handsome, just being honest." I didn't even have to read the parentheses, but I just did for myself. Thank you. Anyway, my name is Alana, but everyone calls me Nana. I live in Brazil, and I'm an advertising and marketing student, and I am RP's promoter, Royal Pirates promoter, in the idle hours here in Brazil. I talk about you to pretty much everyone that I know, and I made all my friends become Royal Pirates fans. Yes, yes. By the way, when will you come to visit your Brazilian fans? Well, I think you already guessed that I'm a huge fan of RP, seriously. Thank you so much for existing, because you always make my day better and happier by any way. Thank you for existing. That's a huge, that's an awesome, easy way to be thanked, I guess. I just existed. About 1 year ago, I moved to a big city by myself, and I'm literally betting everything, quote unquote. I miss my parents, but I'm trying to keep going to symbolize this and my love for RP. All tattoo, I'm betting everything. You're gonna get a tattoo of betting everything? That's awesome. Thank you. By the way, I love pizza. I have a cat named Moon. Why does everybody name their cat Moon? And I think you already read about this back in September at K-pop. And okay, maybe it's the same person. And actually, I'm learning to play guitar by myself. Can you give me free classes? Kidding. Okay. Well, that's it. Say hello to your Brazilian fans and welcome to MA Music Access. P.S. You're doing pretty well. Can you give a shout out to my friend Natalia? I said Nutella, like the peanut butter spread. Shout out to Natalia, and I love you. Okay, well, Alana, first of all, yeah, I was a communication major when I was in college, so I had a lot of marketing and advertising friends, so I can tell that we would get along pretty well. And I'm glad that, yeah, you're a fan of me too. And I can't give you free classes right now because I'm not in Brazil, but when I do go, maybe on stage, I'll give you guys a bass lesson or whatnot, but keep it concise. Well, thank you again, Alana. I'm so happy you introduced yourself to us, and I hope you keep listening and sending more messages to us. And for all of you who had your messages read during Who Am I, if I see your names on the message board, I'll try to remember to give a shout out. And if you want to send me your messages for Who Am I Part 2, all you need to do is write Who Am I on your title and send it to me on our message board at www.arirangradio.com/music access or through your smartphone application. Alright, we'll come back right after a song for All About Music quiz requested from Gabrielle from Singapore, Tamia with Officially Missing You. All about music and all about quizzes. A great collaboration of music and quizzes. All about music quiz. A quiz that progresses receives praise, but a quiz that's always the same gets ignored. All About Music quiz is, to say the least, the most progressive quiz you'll ever come across. 5 different music quizzes from Monday through Friday, so get ready for the great music and have fun answering the quizzes. We even have a special prize for one lucky listener who sends in the correct answer. Today, our AA Music quiz present is Daniel Powter's album, Best of Me, provided to us by Warner Music. So, for our first AA Music quiz, The format for today is guessing the person. Okay, you're going to guess the person. I'm going to let you guys hear a part of a song, and the person who sings this song is the answer to today's, or the person who sings this song is the answer to today's AA's quiz. But the song that you're going to listen to was actually released exactly 10 years ago. So here's the first hint. Alright, can you tell who it is? Remember, it's from 10 years ago. So if you know the name, write answer on your title and send us a message with the correct answer. Okay, we'll listen to a song and come back with the second hint for AA Music Quiz. This was requested by Satu from Finland. It's New East with Action. 넌 나쁜 멋대로 하잖아. 틀려 틀 대로 가잖아. 절대로 듣지 말라고 말해줬을 텐데 왜 나쁜 멋을 좀 알았어. 들려 겁내지 않았어. 내게 손가락질은 말라고 말했을 텐데 I don't care, I don't care. 넌 나 따라해, 따라해. 하나같이 똑같아 보여. 지겨워, 지겨워. 재미없게 왜 이래 세차 속의 새처럼 넌 나를 가둬두지 마. 어서 일어나. Ready 끝내줄게 액션. Ready 쓰러지게 액션. 눈치 볼 거 없잖아. 빛이 나고 있잖아. 끝내주는 쇼타임. Ready 너만의 쇼타임. 세상이 놀랍게 네가 누군지 널 보여줘. The world is mine, not yours. 다시같이 살지 않아. 모두 다 따라가는 길은 내게 맞지 않아. And it goes 1, 2, 3 action. This ain't a movie. I'm coming out 100% wrong. Shoot the real. Victim of conformity, push down on all fours. Stand up, fight back. The world is yours. Ready, 끝내줄게 action. Ready, 쓰러지게 action. 눈치 볼 거 없잖아. 빛이 나고 있잖아. 끝내주는 showtime. Ready, 너만의 showtime. 세상이 놀라. Alrighty, the song you just heard was Action by New East, a collaboration between music and quizzes, all about music quiz. And today's AA music quiz format had to do with guessing the person. Alrighty, so let's get to the second hint. The second hint is actually a lot easier, so I'll be playing you a song from the person who's the answer. Okay, here we go.
한 번만 제발 외쳐 불러봐도 닿지는 않아. 너를 사랑해 널 사랑해 혼자서 되뇌이는 말 널 사랑해.
Okay, so that was your second hint, and if you know the name, write answer on your title and send us a message with the correct answer. And if you think you know the answer, come to the Music Access message board at www.arirangradio.com/music access and leave us your answer with the title Answer. Our AA Music Quiz prize is Daniel Powter's album Best of Me, provided to us by Warner Music. Okay, before we move on, let's listen to a song requested from Aaron from the USA, 악동 musician with 200%. The song you just heard was 200% or 200% by the talented duo 악동 musician. Well, it's time to listen to more of your stories with message time. Okay, Yoni from the USA says, my pet is also named Moon in Spanish. Luna's cool, I guess, Luna. But how about a fish named James? I'll settle for Santiago. You can name your fish Santiago and I'll be... Why did I say that with a Korean accent? Santiago. Anyway, Andrea Kett from Australia says, hey James, I had a pet sheep named James and his twin brother was called Jeffrey. That's so original. That is original, James and Jeffrey. One of my close friends' name is James Jeffrey, and he's a producer now. That was really random and uncalled for. Okay, well, thank you for letting me know. Oreo Rashida from Singapore says, hi, James. I'm 16 and a big fan of Royal Pirates, and I'm from Singapore. I'm the lucky girl that got to dance with Psy. Oh. Anyway, I went for my first job interview today, and it was kind of nerve-wracking. I really hope I got the job, though. XOXO, your favorite Oreo. Well, thank you, Miss Oreo Rashida. Reina Wilden from Indonesia says, hi, James, how are you? This month will be a busy month for me. Sad that I have to cancel my holiday on this month because a lot of work I have to do. How about you? Thanks, James. Have a nice day. Well, I'm really happy because December we have a lot of work, but you're sad because you have a lot of work, and I'm happy because I have a lot of work. Well, hopefully you can find some positivity in that too. And alrighty, thanks for the message. Dianella Mendoza, I'm destroying these names, from the USA says, hi James, Oppa, how have you been? I'm at work right now and I fell off a ladder and hurt both my ankles and it hurts to move. No, that's terrible. On the bright side, I get to tune in and hear your sexy voice. I love you so much. What? It's my birthday soon. Could you please wish me an early birthday? Love you. Take care. For your birthday, I hope that your ankles are okay. I used to play basketball a lot, and I would sprain my ankles constantly. They call it breaking ankles in basketball, but no, that's terrible. I hope it heals as soon as possible. Keep them elevated, ice them, and then heat them, so you get the blood circulation going. Please get better. Get well soon. Eva from Poland, familiar name, she says, it was -5 degrees Celsius here in Poland and windy. And I don't want to think how it is today, but I have a feeling it'll be even colder. No snow though. Lucky you to have people to share this cold weather with. I'm kind of lonely, but I'm warming myself with music. Do you have any songs that you feel like listening during the winter? I have a whole December playlist. I cannot stop listening to Nujabes or Seba June, but the late Seba June, rest in peace. But oh man, the Modal Soul, it's such an amazing album. So that's getting me through this cold winter here, and hopefully you can stay warm, get some hot packs. And thanks for messaging us. My Soul, that's a familiar name as well, from the Philippines says, hi James, you'll be bidding goodbye to MA soon. Please come back next time when Aaron is not around again. Hey, hopefully I can come when he's around too as a guest or something. But can I have a request? Can you please sing something for me, please? Thank you. Take care always, my dear llama, and keep warm, 사랑해. Well, actually, the original llama is Amber from FX, my super sweet 동생. But thank you for including me in that family. And actually, I did prepare something to sing for you guys. Why am I so nervous right now? All right, let me get my guitar. PD님, can I get some reverb? All right. I'm gonna sing you guys a track that I've been working on. So this is kind of the debut. but it's just a short idea, not so much the entire song. But I'm not the singer in the band, but I sing for fun, so please take it easy on me. Oh man, right now in the back, you guys can't see, but in the back they're all like, ah, nah, nah. Okay, here we go. I wrote you a song today. It's the same one I've been singing every day. So the next time I see you, I'll say it's all the same. So when can we leave? 'Cause I can't let you go. Even though it's him and you all love, did you know there's no one else that matters here but you? So come away with me, I will give you everything. Don't look back and come away with me. And come away with me. Pack your bags and run away with me. And let me be everything you need. There is absolutely no response, so I feel kind of weird, but hopefully you guys like that. That I wrote that song recently, just because I don't know. I felt like everything I was writing was kind of, I don't know. I feel so weird right now, but yeah, I wrote that song recently, and I've been teasing fans about it by posting things on social media, but the final product will be much better, okay, than that. The song has no title right now, but it's probably going to be Come Away With Me, right? Because the hook is, no, come away with me. Yeah. Anyway, okay, I got to get out of this funk, okay? So thanks to everybody that sent in your messages during message time. Let's listen to another song, a complete song, before we come back. This was requested by Daphne from the USA. It's the supergroup EXO with 12월의 기적. The song you just heard was EXO's 12월의 기적. And we got some messages that we picked with responses to what I just did, the song that I just sang, and let's read those. Asia from Bulgaria says, beautiful, that was absolutely amazing. And if you don't know that, from now on, know that you can sing. And a lot of people love your voice, including me, Fighting James. Well, thank you, Asia. I hope that you could take that as a song to you, because I feel so weird. Okay, Mara from the USA says, oh gosh, a new song. So excited. Oh my goodness. And all of these have exclamation points, so she's yelling. It sounds like you have a great song. And I feel like I should be at a coffee shop sipping a latte. It's too late for that here in Seattle, but it's very sweet. I kind of want to run away with someone now. Well, I'm glad that I was able to convince you that, but don't, yeah, the lyric is like, leave that guy, but don't do that. Don't do that because of that song. That would make me feel terrible right now. But thank you for the message. Darcy Ann from the USA says, James, that was lovely. 고마워요. Thank you for playing that for us. Come Away With Me sounds like a nice title. It made my day that you played your guitar and sang for us. Well, I'm glad I could help make your day. I think Come Away With Me is actually a song by Norah Jones, but anyway. Okay, well, moving on. You're listening to Music Access with me, James from Royal Pirates, and it's almost time to wrap up the first hour. But in the second hour, we'll have Jane coming into the studio for our Tuesday Corner Sum. So, don't go away. We'll be right back after this song, requested by Cora from the USA, The Neighborhood's Sweater Weather.
Music Access.
Welcome back to the second hour of the Tuesday edition of Music Access. I'm James of the Royal Pirates, filling in for Aaron here on Music Access. Okay, in the second hour today, we have our one and only Music Access Dating Advice Corner coming up. So we're looking forward to hearing your love stories on our Tuesday Corner with Jane and James's Sum. So here's how you can listen and participate. You can listen to us by visiting our website, www.arirangradio.com/music access, and leave your messages there on our message board. You can also see our broadcast in real time. And another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeon. All right, after a song, we'll be back with our Tuesday Corner with Jane and James's Sum, so get ready for that. Requested by Hannah of Korea, this is my boy Henry with 143, I Love You. A game that's always fun no matter how many times you play, the Sum game.
Some guys that make my heart flutter, or some girls that make James's heart skip a beat.
A special and unique concept called something that I heard for the first time through my MA family.
You'll all join us for an awesome date every Tuesday, right? Jane and
James Sum! Hello, Jane.
Hi, why do you keep laughing?
¿Cómo estás? How are you? Oh, man.
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm still in shock right now that I sang for everybody.
I was hearing outside.
If you guys are just checking into the second section right now, you missed out because in the first section I sang and I never sing. But
he was so good, guys.
She's lying right now.
No, I'm being very honest.
Last week Jane sang a song and this week I sang a song, and if this was a singing competition, then talak, I would have been out of here.
No,
I would have been gone. But
no,
that was a song I wrote. Anyway, okay, moving on. How was your week? Did you have a good week?
I actually had an okay week. Mm-hmm. I have a very bad cold.
No.
I'm like sniffing very badly.
You need to eat your vitamins.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
vitamins.
Your vitamin. Pronounce here. Well, it was November last week, and now it's December. It's already the last month of the year.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I feel old.
What?
I feel old.
Aren't I your samchun or something like that?
Oppa!
I'm older than her.
Oppa!
And age in Korea is a very, very delicate thing.
Yes.
Right? But since I am from the States, sometimes I get confused about all that, but yeah, here I feel kind of comfortable because we're not that far off.
Yeah, we're not.
I'm sorry about that. Well, doesn't December make you feel excited? It's like the month seems to go by faster than all the other months.
Yeah, definitely. Because of all the holidays. We get all the public holidays, good food.
Oh, yeah, there's so many. There's so many holidays in December, November, that time around.
Yeah.
And so everybody, I heard that gym memberships tend to go up in January.
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone is regretting their December, and they got a spare tire like around right below their belly button, right?
That's me.
All right, well, is there anything that you have to get done this month before 2015 gets here?
Okay, well, I had a whole list, but I'll just say two. One is to beat Aaron at least once at our bingo game.
Oh, you guys play bingo?
Yeah.
Like what kind of bingo?
We always played it at the end of the corner before this corner finishes. But he always wins, and he gets to hit me with this plastic hammer or makes me do all these crazy stuff.
Oh, well, I guess you only have next week and a few weeks after that, right? You haven't beaten him once?
I've only beaten once.
Okay.
But I need to beat him another time.
Okay, one more time. Okay, what's the other thing that you have to do?
Go back to England.
You want to go to England?
Yeah, I miss all my friends.
So if you go back to England, how are you going to beat Aaron?
True.
You got to fit that in. You're only going to be able to go back for a couple of days. But yeah, I can see how missing home can be, especially during the holidays, right?
Definitely.
But there are a lot of things to look forward to in December, right? What are you looking most forward to?
I'd say good food.
Good food?
Family time, good food.
The spare tire.
Yeah.
Cultivating that spare tire.
Let's not say that again.
Is that weird to say spare tire? Mine sometimes looks like a road bike. You know, bicycle.
Yeah.
A road bike. But when I really let it go, sometimes it can turn into like a truck tire.
Truck tire. Alright, what about you? What's the things you look forward to
In December?
in December?
Hanging out with Kevin from UKIS. Because I spent every Christmas with Kevin.
Oh.
Well, it's only the past 2, but yeah, since my family's not here, he invited me over 2 years ago, and I ate with his family, and they're so hospitable, they're so nice. And so yeah, luckily they're there for me, and well, I hope nothing but good things happen for you in December. And,
You too.
All right, thank you. All right, well, let's start the personality test now, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so here's the question. You're driving along on a highway, but the car with the spare tire in front of you is driving really slowly. So you decide to change lanes. You're changing lanes, and you move ahead. What type of car was in front of you? What? Oh, okay. What kind of... So number 1 is a truck. Number 2 is a sports car. 3 is a regular sedan. And number 4 is a compact car. So depending on what you choose, it's going to say something about your personality, okay? So what car is in front of you and that you decide to go around? Mm-hmm. Okay. So what do you choose, Jane?
All right. I chose number 1, a truck. And PD님 also chose number 1. And our 작가님 chose number 2, a sports car.
Okay. So everybody's like all over the place. I think I would also go past the truck. I think I would go past the truck because, yeah, it just seems like it'd be... If it's too big,
I don't
it stresses me out. Yeah. Right? But I hope all of you guys that are listening are choosing 1 too. So again, that's 1, a truck, 2, a sports car, 3, a regular sedan, or 4, a compact car. And this question tells us what kind of personality we'll have when we fall in love, apparently.
Oh.
So before you hear the answers, you might want to think about what kind of person you were if you've dated before. Of course, we know not to take the answers too seriously, okay?
Depending on the answer.
Okay. Test is just a test. All right. Do you want to read the first one?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So if you guys chose number 1, which is a truck.
Which is what you and I chose.
Yeah.
And
okay, PD님.
Okay.
All right. So when you fall in love, you tend to do everything for the person you love.
Oh.
That's why your fashion style or your hobby changes when you meet someone new. The people around you will probably know right away when you're in love because of the change in your style. I actually agree with this.
Oh man, that means we're wishy-washy. Okay. All right. Well, for the listeners out there, this is for the 작가님 sports car, right? Okay. You want to go ahead and read that? Or should I'll go for it. Sports car. So when you fall in love, you only have eyes for that one person, and you believe love always comes first. So you tend to put other things behind. Your friends may not be happy with that, so try to take care of your friends too. I could see that. in the 작가님 because she seems so sweet. She's so sweet.
She is very sweet.
You guys don't know. Someday I'm gonna drag her in here and show you guys. She's such a sweetheart. I just slapped the microphone, but she's a sweetie. So, okay, number 3, regular sedan. Can you go with that?
All right. So if you chose a regular sedan, you don't change much even if you fall in love. So nothing really becomes different for you. Unless you tell them, the people around you rarely know that you're in love. You think that love is just a natural part of life, so you don't fuss over it.
Wow, okay. I think that's the smartest thing to do. But,
yeah.
Okay. And number 4, compact cars, is you tend to show it when you fall in love, so everyone around you finds out when you fall in love. You're happy all day if things are going well with your love, but you're also sad all day if you're having problems with your love. And you tend to show your feelings easily, so it's not easy for you to lie. So, do you think these are true or?
Today, I'd say it's quite true for me.
Oh, the type of lover you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think it's true. I'm kind of that style as well. Maybe number 4 as well, the compact car, but I don't necessarily believe that depending on if you pass a truck that you're that kind of you're that kind of lover. I don't know about this test, but yeah, hopefully you guys, the listeners who weren't able to hear the test, they can listen in because we're gonna post that up on the message board later. Okay. So our Tuesday corner with Jane and James's sum. Jane, can you introduce to our listener what the corner is all about and how they can participate?
All right, so our corner is called Why Do Girls and Why Do Guys? So girls, if you have a guy you're interested in, you start to wonder what the guy is thinking or what you might have to do, etc. Don't worry or think on your own. You can share it with us by sending in your messages, your questions, under the title Why Do Guys on our message board. And for guys, if you ever wonder what the girl is really thinking, you can also ask your questions under the title Why Do Girls on our message board, and we'll do our very best to answer your questions for you.
All right, you heard it. So, okay, let's listen to a song before we come back with our Tuesday corner, Jane and James's Sum. Up next is AOA's Saplun Saplun. The song you just heard was Saplun Saplun by AOA, and I'm James from Royal Pirates, filling in for Aaron of New East as he's away on tour. And you're listening to our Tuesday corner Sum with Jane. And our very first message was for Why Do Guys? So Jane, can you read that for us?
All right, this is from Liana from Malaysia. She says, "Hi, I'm Yana from Malaysia. Hi,
Hello.
James and Jane.
Hello.
This occurred long time ago, but it makes me wonder when my friend said his name yesterday after I haven't heard it for years. I have a crush on someone. People even said our faces almost look the same." Okay. There's one event when I was talking about him with one of my girlfriend without mentioning his name, but we do let out hints on SNS. I did write, "I like him." I think he found out later because he PM'd me.
PM.
But not talking about that event. So I just pretended that event didn't happen. Do boys like to pretend they didn't receive the confession when they did?
Okay, that's a really cute message, but while you're reading the message, first of all, did you think about something that might have happened in your past when you were younger?
Sort of.
Yeah? This happened to you before?
Not on SNS though.
Did you PM somebody?
No, I didn't do this. I didn't use a social media or whatsoever for this. But I had a crush. This was actually my first crush, and I had a crush on the pastor's son.
Wow. Okay.
And
well,
I told everyone except him.
Well, then he knew. Eventually, he found out. If you told everyone.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I had that moment as well.
But did you feel like he acted like he didn't know?
Yeah, obviously he knew because everyone else knew, but he acted like he didn't know, and he just walked away. I was like, man, that guy is mean.
That must have been terrifying.
That's harsh.
Oh man. Well, why do you think the guy in the message pretended not to notice?
Maybe he really didn't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, because guys can be so clueless.
Okay, well.
Or maybe he was shy.
Well, this is what I think. Like computer mediated communication, CMC, okay. It's breaking down society, you know?
Yeah.
Am I getting old?
Am I getting old?
What's happening to me? When she said PM'd, I thought she left out some vowels, like the word. I was like, whoa, like what's PM? But private message, obviously, but.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you're letting out hints on SNS, you're doing cathartic messaging, but he might not actually get that. You know, you got to be more clear and just to the point. I think. Yeah, but in my opinion, I think maybe he just didn't know. You know?
Yeah. It could be so misleading in a lot of ways. And it's just the fact that everything's done through, SNS, social media. I'm actually against those stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, maybe we just got to get with the times. You know? Maybe that's where society is going. We have to start PMing everybody. And,
PMing everybody.
And letting out our hints. But, I'm being serious. I think people are finding new ways to let out these emotions, and we gotta find out ways to pick up on that. So it's a little difficult to find nuances and I guess emotions and tie those to the messages when it's just a bunch of binary code. It's just a bunch of letters, you know. So it's hard to attach emotion to that.
Okay, well, obviously you answered the question that I was going to ask.
Oh, really? What were you gonna ask?
My next question would be, if someone liked you and you sort of knew it, hints and stuff, how would you react to it?
Well, I'm the kind of guy that when I am interested in somebody, it's obvious. It exudes from me. People can people can see it from miles away. It's really obvious when I like somebody. But I haven't liked anybody in a really long time. So I think I might have forgotten how to do that.
Sad,
I'm like a robot.
This is sad but sweet.
But when I know that person likes me and I don't want to lead them on, what I typically do is I tell them right away, to the point. So it's kind of cold-blooded, but I don't want to lead them on, and I don't want them to hurt more or suffer more in the future. But I try to let them down in a nice way, because I want to still, obviously, if we're friends before, and I think that they're worth maintaining a friendship with, which is most of the time that's the case, that's what I'll do. I'll be like, hey, look, I'm not interested in you that way. If you need your time, go take your time, but let's be friends. I think we'd be better off as friends.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess that's like the appropriate way to handle things.
But I think I'm kind of a robot.
Do you have any advice for Liana?
I guess try to be a little more obvious. Tell him straight up. And if he... Well, I guess guys, it depends on the guy, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, now that you're saying that, it could be also because he doesn't like her.
He's not interested?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a possibility, but you don't know for sure. And if you don't know, it's going to drive you crazy, right?
Yeah.
So knowing is really, really important. So make it clear in a way outside of social media. And then you'll find some more... closure, I think. No matter either way, if it's, oh, maybe now he knows I like him, or maybe now it's time to move on to somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope these answers were somewhat helpful to Yana from Malaysia. But let's listen to a song before we come back with some more messages, okay? Up next, we've got Loco with 네가 모르게. The song you just heard was 네가 모르게 by Loco, who apparently Jane is crazy about. She was like, I love Loco. Well, anyway, I'm James from Royal Pirates, filling in for Aaron of New East as he's away on tour. And you're listening to our Tuesday Corner, Some with Jane. All right, our next message was for why do guys and girls... Okay, Jane, can you read that for us?
All right, this was from Julianne Lee from USA. Hello, this isn't really directed towards one specific gender, so I decided to post both.
Okay.
My question is, why do people get awkward with each other after going to dances with each other? For example, a girl and a guy would have a low-key fling for a while, then they would go to a dance together, then after they would just stop talking. Why do you think that is? I'm really curious, so let me know. And she put this really cute emoticon.
Yeah, but it's crying, but it's smiling.
Yeah.
So it's a happy tear. Happy tears are falling from this emoticon. Well, do you have any similar experience? Do you know what Julianne is talking about?
Totally.
Oh, really?
I totally agree with her.
Wait, one second. Before we go on, let's explain to if there's Korean listeners or if you're from, I know because our listeners from all over the world right now, there's a concept in the States, and it is... Yeah, Julianne Lee is from the USA that not a lot of other countries have. There's a dance at school. So everybody, like during the school year, takes a break and they all dress up in nice clothes and they go to this congregation of boys and girls just dancing. They just dance, and it's a party that the school facilitates for everybody. So this is what she's talking about. Some of the dances are kind of laid back, like Sadie's Hawkins. You can dress kind of like cool or urban or fresh. I don't even know the lingo, but there's also formals like winter formal prom.
That's right.
You got to dress up slick like Justin Timberlake in a suit and tie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, so have you had a similar experience before?
I was going to say my graduation ball.
Really?
My prom.
No. So you were really awkward. Well, prom is at the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I had a prom date, and he was my best, really good guy friend. Didn't even have like a fling for him whatsoever. But we had like a dance, obviously. And after that, things were just awkward. Like he and I would just say, have fun for the rest of the evening.
What?
Yeah, and I obviously...
At the dance?
Yeah. Like,
you guys split up at the dance?
After the dance.
After the dance.
After the dance. Like, we wouldn't even talk during the dance.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds like a terrible time.
No, because
What?
I was actually quite nervous because I never held his hands before, and like obviously like holding his hand for the first time, I'm like, what am I doing with this guy?
I see. Because on your mind this entire time was Loco. You're like, where's Loco? Why am I holding this guy's hand? Who am I? Right? Well, okay. Yeah.
What about you?
I've actually had similar experience before.
Tell me about it.
I don't think I'm supposed to talk about these things, but
Wait. Is your manager here?
no, it's okay.
He's not
It's
here.
okay. No, it's not like the management has an issue about it, but I feel bad for those people because when I was a junior and senior in high school, both times, I liked the person that I asked. At the time that I asked them, and then when we went, like it was just friends. It just felt like friends, and then the script just flipped at that time. So it was kind of just like, oh, I'm just cool with this person, but it's whatever. I'm not really looking for like my wife at a high school dance or anything like that. But I can see. Okay, well, why do you think that things get awkward at the dance? Is it because of the person, or is it just the situation, or?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah?
Like the situation obviously is like really formal.
Yeah, right.
Like before you'd just be like, just acting all cool, comfortable, and he's just your best guy friend. And all of a sudden you're dressed in suit and tie.
Yeah.
and prom dress, and everything's just so formal and
yeah, your place in this institution, this dance where you have to dance or people are going to reject you socially.
yeah. I mean, if it was like a casual dance, just like booty dancing and all that stuff, that would be funny, just have fun. But it's like a formal dance.
I don't know if you guys were watching, but she was just showing what booty dancing was by going left and right. I'm a terrible dancer. I dance all the time on this show. My mom always says stop. She's like, James, please, your voice is okay. Stop dancing. So my mom tells me. So if my mom thinks that way, what do the ladies think? Ladies, I'm sorry about all that. But yeah. So it's the environment and the person that you're with. Because depending on the person, they can kind of deal with the situation and make it better, right? It's depending on their personality type.
Yeah.
Well, is there any advice that you'd like to give to Julianne?
I mean, obviously, I've experienced this as well. And when I experienced this, I didn't really talk to my guy friend like straight after, because obviously I was awkward with him and he was awkward. So rather than forcing a conversation out, I just wait until he talks first.
Okay, so you just let it slide.
Yeah, let it slide.
Okay. Do you think?
I don't know. What do you think she should do?
Well, I think that so the word awkward, all right, that means difference in norm, right? So obviously that's because you guys experienced that together, and if depending on the kind of person you are, the qualities that you like, maybe you started to like this person a little bit, or you don't like them and they like you, and you can feel that energy. But it's best to hash things out, and it's okay for things to be awkward. That means that you're growing. That means that things are changing.
Yeah.
Correct? So if I was her, I would just embrace this awkward experience. I'd be like, okay, this is a new experience that I can put in my tool shed that I can go forward with, and now I've grown this much.
Yeah.
Because that's when you look back at high school, you're not going to be like, oh man, I was so awkward with that guy. I wish I married him. You're not going to be like that. You're just going to be like, when I was a kid, when I was in high school, I had this fun experience.
Yeah, and you're just going to laugh about it afterwards. So you might as well just go through the embarrassment when you're young. And seriously, I have a lot of embarrassing moments as well back in high school. So just go through it and have fun and enjoy life when you can.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Okay. Well, thanks to everybody for sending in your messages. We'll be looking forward to seeing more of your messages next week. And it's almost time for us to wrap things up already.
Wow.
It's already time to go. How was it, Jane? This is our last time ever.
진짜로?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I just said that.
No.
Yeah.
No. Aaron, can you like not come back?
What? Aaron is a good guy.
I always say this.
I don't know Aaron. Oh, okay. You always say this.
I always say this
so
when
I don't
he's,
feel
like, gone.
special at all. I feel
No.
zero special points.
No. But I actually really enjoyed this because, you know, I'm hearing all these advices coming out from you, an oppa, and it's actually very different from what I've heard before. And
Okay.
I actually enjoyed it.
Wow, I feel very, what's the word? Charitable. You're welcome. I'm just kidding. Well, thank you so much for coming. I had a blast. You made things very easy. I think you were my first guest, no, on Music Access.
I think so.
I believe so. So thank you for making things so easy for me. If you're some of RP's fans, if you're some of Royal Pirates fans, please follow Jane on her social media. I'm not even sure what that is, or just like keep interested in her, see what she's up to, and stay updated with Music Access because she's a great guest. Okay, we'll send Jane out with this song. We're gonna say goodbye. Okay, this is Katy Perry with "This Is How We Do." Bye, Jane.
Bye.
Alrighty, the song you just heard was "This Is How We Do" by Katy Perry. And it's now time to reveal the answer for the AA music quiz from the first hour. So what are the answers? The answer is Jia Junsu. And the music quiz, a lot of people sent us their right answer, but we picked just one. And here's our lucky winner. The winner is Auntie from Vietnam. So we'll post it up on our message board to make sure to take a look. And if you see your name there, please send us an email at musicaccess@arirang.co.kr with your name, address, phone number, the date you were chosen, and your email address. So our AA Music Quiz prize is the Daniel Powders album, Best of Me, provided to us by Warner Music. And let's share some more messages sent in to us by our listeners with message time. Alrighty. So, Amy from the UK says, "Hello, James. Looking super handsome as always." Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm currently listening whilst being a blanket burrito, which is the best kind of blanket, because it's so cold, but I'm sure it's much colder there in Seoul. Gotta wrap up warm. So sad it's your possibly last day here on Music Access, and I'd like to ask, what is the most awkward moment you've ever been in? And I feel like I made things awkward by asking that. Sending all the love from England, and I'll always continue to promote you guys over here, converting as many RP fans as I can. Hee. Alright, the most awkward moment I've had. My whole life up to this point has been super awkward. Everything has been awkward, but I think maybe when I've met producers in Korea and I didn't really know the slang which means street language, the lingo in Korea. So I heard things from Moon and Sooyoon, and I learned different vocabulary from different people. And you can't use those when you're talking to people that are in a higher job position than you in Korea, because the hierarchy is very strict. So I spoke to them as if they were like my little brother, and then I guess that's the most awkward thing. But to be totally honest, I'm very awkward 24/7 or 23/6 pretty most of the time. All right, Isabel from the Philippines says, "Electricity is back. Glad that I'll be able to catch up listening to Music Access. Oh, and glad to hear that this might not be your last day in Music Access. Yay, I'll hold on to that possibility until tomorrow. Is it snowing badly there? Take care while on the road. It might get slippery. Have a great day, James." Heart emoticon. Thank you, Isabel from the Philippines. Electricity is back. That must feel awesome because, it sucks when you're addicted to your social media. We're all slaves to the social media, so trying to get away from that, it can be tough. But when you're forced to be away from that, it's really, really tough. And it's not snowing right now, but if it's snowing wherever you are, I hope that you guys are being careful too. Thank you for the concern. Janella Kate from the Philippines says, "Hi James, how are you? It's me again. Thank you for reading my message yesterday. You made my day. That was the highlight of my day, and I'm super happy until today because of you. You're so guapo," and guapo means handsome in Filipino. Please give me one last shout out, but this time look at the camera, please. Like I said, I'm dying to see you guys. Come to the Philippines. P.S. Where can we see your gig skeds? So Janella Kate, shout out. The camera's right there. Janella Kate from the Philippines. Thank you for saying I'm guapo. I appreciate it. You're awesome. You can find our schedules on our website, royal-pirates.com. Okay, Tiffany from the USA says, Hi, James. I'm in Arizona, and I'm currently studying for the finals. I'm also applying to universities, and I'm really, really stressed. Please save me. I've been listening to RP nonstop in order to lift my spirits, and it's nice to hear you being so calm and soothing my soul. Depeche Mode, pun intended. I caught that. Well, studying for finals, man, when you're in college, it is so tough. I was a teacher's assistant when I was a senior in college, and that was the first time I pulled an all-nighter. But when I pulled the all-nighter, it was for 4 days straight. And I was living off coffee and Coca-Cola and gummy bears and just the worst possible type of food that exists. Well, I don't think I was supposed to say that, Brandon. But anyway, I was living off of soda and coffee and all that. So all that I can say is just keep fighting through it, keep pushing through it, and it's not going to last forever. So once you get through this, it's going to be okay. All right, thanks, Tiffany. Anan from Malaysia says, this might be weird, but can you read this? It's a Korean tongue twister. Why would you do this to me on my possible last day here, even though it's not going to be my last day here? 간장 공장 공장장은 강장장장이고 oh my god 공공장 공장장은 장공장장이다. Was that funny? Everyone's laughing at me outside the studio. Can you look at the camera? Stop laughing at me. Good. Did I do okay? 잘 됐어요? 괜찮았어요? I think they're lying. They're saying yes, but they're laughing. But I'm gonna practice this and I'm gonna do this if I come back next time. Okay. Anan says, I wonder if you can do it. 화이팅. Thank you. Alrighty. Well, thanks to everyone who sent in your messages during message time. We'll listen to 2 songs back to back. And the first one was requested by Nelly Perez and Kim Jia of Korea. Is my band Royal Pirates with Fly to You, and the second song will be Kim Tien from Vietnam. She requested Infinite F's 가슴이 뛴다.
이제는 my girl 꿈만 같아 너를 바래다 주고 오는 길
was Royal Pirates Fly to You and Infinite F's 가슴이 뛴다. Alright, it's time to say goodbye now. And our last song for today is Anna Sun by Walk to the Moon. Okay, this was James of Royal Pirates. See you next time.